Hello, the game has started. It's me to go first. I have the J for score. I also have the blank. I think jargoon might be good. Jargoon, yeah. And I pick up a rack full of vowels, so it looks like I might be changing here. I have etui. I don't think I have anything from the J down onto the double word. Although I do have Egypt. That might be better than changing. And I'll go with Egypt for 12. Not much better. Still a load of vowels and the two U's, so I might change on this next rack. I have IUR for 10, creating an X hotspot, not a great rack leave. Just looking at other options. Do I have a BI or BE play that reaches the double? Not that I can see. What about barrier? Barrier 15. That's got to be better than changing. Okay, a little bit better. I have the opposite problem now. Too many consonants, but I'd rather be in this scenario where I have some scoring tiles. Looking at plays down from the I here with my M. I don't think Muric is good. Muric, no, doesn't look good. Opponent goes there. I have Kur here to undouble the R's. Doesn't give back a whole lot. Retakes a P in front. So that could be a high scoring play. Just looking at Come, yeah, I think I'll go with come for 30. Just looking at if I have a 5-letter play ending in M here, that would score quite handily. No 5-letter word ending in M. Not seeing it. Come for 30. That's getting a little bit closer to bingo territory. There might be a 7 here. Not many floaters to consider apart from the R and the B. Okay, opponent scores 35 there. Could have been worse. Burns the S though. I have the try prefix, try low bar through a B, that B not in the right spot. Do have the air prefix. And just looking at this S again, soterial, that type of thing, but nothing sliotar, but an extra R, so not seeing anything there. Arterial, not quite. Nothing for going at the end of aim. It's a pretty good rack, this, apart from, I suppose if I got rid of lore. But Taylor, I might just get rid of this rack and play Taylor. Oh, trailer T Taylor there. Probably gives back a bit, but I'm going for tile turnover. Okay, I have drawn fairly balanced rack. The V and the duplicate O, the only drawback. I do have the over prefix. Over. Looking at that B as well to see if it assists. A compound word perhaps. Opponent bingos. And the scores are level. So what do we do here? Not quite Tevatron. That's a hot spot there I'd like to address. Varane. Terrible rack leave, but scores well. Yeah, I'm going with this. Varane for 32. Okay, as expected, I draw a shocker of a rack. Etui through there. Obia. Bio 21. Rack leave's always going to be shocking. EUOI 12. Much better rack leave. So what to do? I don't think I can get much value through this T, apart from Etui 15. Not a great rack. Oboe seems okay here. Terrible rack, but 30 points. I can't turn it down. That's a little better. I can sort this rack out in the next move, I think. Not quite samurai. Although I think there might be a 5L8 with these Maya. S-A-U-R. Yeah, not quite. Okay, opponent keeping up there. So I'm just looking at possible plays down parallel to Taylor, something like I am. Amma's not terrible, I guess, for 27. Just looking at other hot spots, ways of getting rid of the vowels, not seeing much better on offer. Suppose my M can play there, but nothing really to come across. Okay, Amma for 27. It's looking a little better. Opponent scores well with the Z, 45 points. Can I get down onto the trip from the Z? Not that I can see. Geyser. I have the IER ending. Not quite sugarier. I would like to get rid of a U and an I if possible. Just looking at the remaining, wow, 20 consonants and 6 vowels. So I'll be hanging on to those vowels, I think, in this particular context, because that is going to be a very tricky end game if you don't have vowels to work with, and there are not that many floaters on the board to play through. Just looking if I can place my G here and come across, but nothing on offer. Maybe just zig here. Can my opponent extend? Well, he can with ziggier, I guess, but no R's to come. So I think this is okay. It does limit his ability to use that Z. And I have the U for going next to the G. Yep, I'm going with zig. Dustier. Do I have anything? Okay, opponent bingos. Studiers. That looks alright. And I draw the Q and the U, which is a good sight. I have key here, but that stops one square short. If opponent plays the S, then I might be inclined to play this move, because there'll be no way to, although it does take a D as well, so yeah, if the D and the S are both played in the next move, I'll play key. Otherwise, maybe just qua. That's not terrible. 48. Opponent will no doubt be struggling with vowel shortage as well. So I'll be looking to hang on to one if I can, although I might not be able to. I imagine opponent will take this I spot out because he'll no doubt see the danger with the Q. I have G here for 21, and my opponent's definitely not going out next turn. So any way to get down through the W? Certainly not with the Q. Interesting scenario this to be in. Opponent, if I was to play quat there, well, no, I'd be giving an easy way to get rid of the X. Opponent will have an EX play here, so I'm almost certainly going to be playing my Q for 21. Just looking at other X hotspots. Suppose he might have sexy on his rack, doers and sexy. Maybe I should take that out. I have 1 minute 30. Doers and sexy. Is there a way of taking that out? Not really, but if he plays sexy, I will no doubt score from, well, through the Y somehow. I've got enough of a lead, I think, to outrun opponent anyway. Just looking at ways of getting some value off this corner, but AI, I only have an A for going in front, so I guess a play of YA for 24 wouldn't be terrible. Probably something better on offer though. T something Y, Vi, 16 preserves my vowels. Don't see any way of extending zig. H's are usually quite flexible, but on this board there don't seem to be a great number of spots for the H. Looking at RH, RAF, RAP, RAL, RAY, no, nothing there. Wow, tricky board. So I'm probably going to go with Vi, unless opponent takes that spot. throw and fuse. Okay. What's opponent going to do with the X, I wonder? I suppose you could play X there and max. So he's definitely got a spot. Thy for 16. And I have PA here, but max, he'll probably do max. Okay, links, nice. And that was the end of the game. So, opponent wins. Interesting. I didn't see that outplay. So maybe I should have... Anyway, let's have a look at what we missed. Congrats to opponent. And let's see what we missed. Jargon seemed okay. Then ID for 19. Opponent had a lot of E's and went with double E there. Egypt seemed okay. Ideata for 23 at E5. And that was going through the A. Ideata, nice. OE and barrier seemed fine. Kited for opponent was best. Come for 30. Better rack leave, slightly lower score. I did consider Kerr, but I just saw a potential danger there. Although the P wasn't a particularly heavy threat, so maybe Kerr would have been better. Anyway, Kant's for opponent looked okay. Taylor was my play for 21. Lirot, slightly better Ackley for a slightly lower score, but not much in it. And Bresaola for opponent there. Bresaola at 11B. Oh, sorry, 11E. Okay, nice. 78. And he went with areolas, and then Nova for 31 at D12 down here. Amen and Nova, very nice. Good rack leave. I would have gone with that if I spotted it, but I was kind of focusing on the top left there. And I went with Varane top right, and Trod was best with an INR rack leave for 21. Opponent went with Dua. Oboe seemed okay for 30 points. Better rack leave, but 22 for Bluey through... actually, Bluey was at 1L. Okay. No, sorry, 4A. Yeah, 4A. Okay, Bluey, yeah. And then that would have sorted the rack out fairly well. Oboe still kept a poor rack leave, but a decent score. I just thought I'd keep pounding away at the score, and slowly the rack did improve. Opponent then with Rit for 30 was best. He went with Twiner. And Amir for 26 at 3H. Amir, yeah. Okay, nice. I was actually looking for a play under there, but I didn't think of a 4 letter. I was just looking 3s. Okay, Amir's had undoubled the A and the I, so that would have been perfect. I went with Emma for 27, so scored well. And then pos for 45, but fizz on offer for 52 at a6. Fro and fizz, that would have been best. And then opponent, I went with zig. Ig was 16 at g6. Ig there sorted the rack out very nicely. So did zig, and I just wanted to mitigate the danger of the z, because that could easily be a 48-point play or something, and it wouldn't have given much back to me. So I thought, just limit the danger, play zig, and defiling for 65. Nice bingo by opponent. And then Stadiers seems okay. That was my bingo. Now the end game. Few for 34 was best at a6. Opponent went with vids for 12, taking out the q danger. And then ho for 15 at 5a. So we look at 5a, h, oh there, scoring decently, keeping a synergetic rack with the QU, the scoring potential there. So that was interesting. Yeah, not sure. What did I go with? I went with chi, because it didn't really seem like a great Q board, this one, and I just wanted to get rid of the Q and keep my vowels. Opponent had fuse for 37 at this stage, and that seems close to being best. And then uplay for 29 at 14J. So this was quite crucial. Uplay, L-A-Y there. Uplay gives me 29, putting me on 408. And then I've got 8 on my rack. 16, 379. Yeah, 24. I think I still lose in that scenario. Just had too many heavy tiles to get rid of at the end there, because Lynx scored 27, 20, 29. So, yeah, don't know if I... Oh, sorry, 30 it actually scored. So I don't think I would have been able to outrun opponent there. Uplay, because he goes out with Lynx anyway. Yeah, catches me with too much on my rack. And that was the end of the game. So, pretty good game. Very close at the end there. Pretty exciting. Didn't miss too many optimal plays. Hope you enjoyed watching that game, and I will see you next time.